Home of the hits, the best of Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers. Some dormant part of me was electrically shocked into life when I first heard Springsteen shout, 1, 2, 3, 4, the highway's jammed with broken heroes on a last chance power drive. I worked in a bank in Uxbridge and it seemed often to come on the radio sometime after I hit the A40 at the Polish War Memorial. I was that broken hero. Then a year or so later, Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Roadrunner, Roadrunner, and I was doing faster miles an hour with the radio on. I had the single of Roadrunner, which had 2 versions. It was so good they made it twice. Apart from the very end, there was only 2 chords. Anyone could play it, and they did. I think I did, and I think the Sex Pistols also did. It didn't even need to be sung. It was like a spoken travelogue, but it was so catchy and a harbinger of what was to come. A friend of mine had the Modern Lovers album produced by John Cale, ex-Velvet Underground, and it sounded like Velvet Underground for the mid-70s. Richman sings and writes songs like a nerdy Lou Reed, but with more humour. The Modern Lovers were from Boston, but John Cale made it New York cool. New York was the city of new bands that we were reading about, like Television, Blondie and the Ramones. My friend also had the second and third albums. Richman had moved away from the rawness to a cute softness. The guitars were cleaner and clearer, and everything was on a smaller scale. A bit like an East Coast Beach Boys. They had a hit with an instrumental called Egyptian Reggae, which sounds exactly like Egyptian reggae, using a variation on that old Sandance tune made popular by Wilson Keppel and Betty. I saw him play at Hammersmith Odeon. I seem to remember it was advertised as the most fun you can have with your clothes on. It should have been a failure. It was announced that Jonathan did not like loud noise. The 4-piece band with small amps looked dwarfed on the stage. They were quiet and so was the audience. I saw tough-looking men in leather jackets glowering at anyone making a noise. During the song I'm a Little Dinosaur, Richman crawled around the stage, eliciting soft whoops of encouragement from the crowd, like it was a pantomime for the easily startled. They played a glorious little song called Morning of Our Lives, which made me buy the live album of that gig. I loved Morning of Our Lives back in the morning of my life, but I cannot now bring myself to listen to it. It is one of the strangest and most memorable gigs I have ever seen. I was transferred from the bank in Uxbridge to a branch in Hayes, where they had the account for Richman's record company. And on the wall in the manager's office was a gold record for Egyptian reggae. The best of Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers.